The story of how KFC was created is a really interesting one, because it actually wasn't Colonel Sanders at all who created KFC. It all started in 1928 when a man named Harlan Sanders began selling his famous fried chicken recipe to restaurants and theaters across the South. His business took off during the Great Depression because people could unafford to buy fresh chicken every day. But they could afford to buy his prepackaged, partially cooked chicken that they could then finish cooking at home. By 1936, he had over 300 restaurants in the southern United States that were all selling his fried chicken recipe. But Sanders didn't just want to sell his chicken recipe, he wanted to create an entire restaurant experience. So he began franchising his restaurants and set about creating a theme that would make his restaurants instantly recognizable. He came up with the idea of serving his fried chicken in a paper bucket, and soon after, Colonel Sanders' restaurants began popping up all over the place. They were instantly recognizable by the red roofs and the white paint with red stripes that were meant to evoke the colors of a Kentucky sunset. But Sanders wasn't satisfied. He wanted more for his customers than just great-tasting food served in a cool bucket. He wanted them to have a great dining experience. So he began building playgrounds for kids and picnic tables for families to enjoy. In 1952, he opened his first dining room that featured carpeted floors, counter-height tables and chairs, and a large-screen TV for customers to watch while they ate. This was revolutionary for the fast food industry because it made the customer experience more like a sit-down restaurant than a fast food joint. But despite the success of his restaurants, Sanders was getting older, and he knew he couldn't run the business forever. So in 1964, sold his company to a group of investors led by a man named John Y. Brown Jr. and his wife, Claudia. Brown took the company public in 1969, and it was the first restaurant stock to be traded on the New York Stock Exchange. By this time, KFC had over 3,000 restaurants in the U.S. and was serving over 1 million customers every day. So there you have it, the story of how KFC was created. A man with a dream, a bucket of fried chicken, and a whole lot of heart,